Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Wilson here with Jesse Boldt. Jesse is taking on Randy Mahon on Friday, June 7th at the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan for the main event. Man, I'm excited for this. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Thanks for having me back on, Jeff.
Oh, it's great to have you back on. But when I look at the situation you're going into, it's been about 4 years since your last fight. And as a coach and as a fighter, I'm just curious, how are you going to ensure that ring rust doesn't become a factor?
Well, I mean, given the fact that I train with some pretty high level, knowledgeable, veterans in the game, I really rely heavily on the knowledge that they have. So just having guys like Kurt Southern, Adam Lorenz, Tyson Steele, they've fought some tough guys. They've had injuries. They've been in and out. So just really kind of having them as mentors and good coaches has really helped kind of get my mind right. And it's not really something I think about too much with the ring rust. We really just throw ourselves into the fire during training camp, and just naturally I think that knocks off the rust pretty quick. Getting your ass kicked by Kurt and Tyson and Adam, it definitely helps.
That's awesome. Yeah, jump right into the fire. I get it. Man, every time I see a story on you, you're living in a van down by the river, you're cleaning up a park, you're on all this great stuff, and it's feel-good stuff, and I love watching it. Having said that, does it have an effect on a fight camp?
I think so, but I think in a positive way. Like I have so much time to dedicate to training and taking care of my body and getting my mind right, that I kind of like that laser focus and just really dialing in on the task at hand. So, a lot of people are working 8, 10, 12-hour days, and then they're rushing to training camp, and it can affect their sleep and, those sorts of things. So for me, I mean, I can take Layla for a walk, go to train, take a nap, and do it all over again. Sure that my body's feeling 100%. So I kind of like the lifestyle with the fight camp.
Yeah, amazing. Now, Randy Mahon's been a very active fighter. He's a good fighter at Grand Prairie, Bill Mahon's club. Were you gonna watch any of his fights, and how do you prepare for someone like him?
Yeah, I've watched his fights. Kurt and Adam have watched his fights. So we're kind of coming up with our own game plan to prepare for him. Again, I know he's a really good grappler, but I'm not dismissing his hands or his feet by any means. I'm just assuming that he's going to be very well rounded and a very tough match for me. So I'm preparing for war for sure.
Awesome. And this is your hometown. I don't think you've ever fought in Saskatoon before. Is there additional pressure?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm gonna have a lot of people there watching me, especially because of this whole van life thing. I've kind of created a bit of a following through that. So now they can finally watch the van man scrap and see how he does. But it's added pressure, but I kind of like it. Like I said before, I was a introvert my whole life, and in grade 12 I could hardly order my own sandwich. So I had to nudge my mom and ask for the number 7, and so I've been really kind of throwing myself into the fire as far as social media goes and interviews. And I know it's a big difference from fighting, but I'm kind of taking it the same way. I'm just trying to embrace that pressure and embrace that fire and really grow from it. So I'm excited for the challenge.